CashFlowMapper allows you to import bank, debtors and creditors data directly from selected accounting software packages for use in creating plans. The idea is to append data to a plan with your regular transactions so you can instantly get a feel for short-term cash flow. We'll see an example shortly. We recommend using a rolling plan. See the video on rolling plans for an overview of how these work. We also recommend that you set up debtors and creditors groups to make reporting easier. See the video on grouping transactions for how to set these up. Before you start, please read the introduction section to the Accounting Software Links Manual. This outlines what you need to set up and understand in order for you to get the most out of this feature. It also explains how taxes are reported as well. On the screen is an example of how to best use this feature. This plan has regular known transactions set up, so we've made a copy of it to work with and we've rolled it. Once your plan's selected, go to the Import from API option. Click on the Import from Reckon option. A Reckon login screen will appear even if you're already logged in and you log in as normal. If you have more than one database under your account, a drop-down list of all the Reckon databases you have will appear. Select one and click the Allow Access button. If you decide at any point that you don't want to proceed with the import, just click the back button here to get taken back to CFM. Select one of the import options. I've selected both bank balances and debtors and creditors, but you can see there's other options here as well. The Remarks section details transactions that are overdue per Reckon, as well as transactions which won't be imported but have tax components that will be. After clicking on Import, you're taken back to List View and a list of transactions from the aged payables and receivables appear. You can also see that the bank balance we've imported appears here in Opening Balance. Transactions are imported and grouped under debtors and creditors. You can see here overdue transactions per Reckon are flagged as such, and any unallocated credit notes will be flagged as unallocated as well. These flags are cues for you to edit the transactions, given that these transactions have a start date, which is a payment or receipt date, which is the start date of the plan. The tax on any unpaid portion of a transaction is grouped along with the tax on regular transactions in this section down here. If the tax return dates need to be changed, you'll need to edit the transaction itself. The tax items group contains tax on fully paid transactions that will be remitted during the life of the plan. The transactions themselves aren't imported. The start dates default to the next tax remittance period. You can edit if necessary. Similarly, the tax items return group contains tax on the paid portion of partially paid transactions. Again, the start dates default to the next tax remittance period. Edit if required. Refer to the first section of the Accounting Software Links Manual, as well as the main manual, for explanations of how tax is reported both online and in exported reports.